What if I told you that one simple habit, something that takes less than a minute a day, could begin changing your body in ways most people never expect? Not by spending hours in the gym, not by buying expensive supplements, not by following another impossible fitness trend, just 20 bodyweight squats every single day. It sounds too simple to matter, doesn't it? That's exactly why so many people ignore it. The truth is, small daily actions often create the biggest transformations, and squats are one of the few exercises that challenge some of the largest muscles in your body all at once. Your legs, your hips, your glutes, your core, they all work together every time you squat. But here's what surprises most people. The biggest benefits aren't just about stronger legs. They reach far beyond that. They can influence how easily you move, how steady you feel, how much energy you have throughout the day, and even how confidently you perform everyday tasks like climbing stairs, lifting groceries, or getting out of a chair without effort. There's one benefit near the end of this video that many people never connect to squats, yet it may be one of the most valuable reasons to make them part of your routine. So stay with me, because the final benefit could completely change how you think about this simple exercise. Now, before we go any further, let's clear up one important misconception. Doing 20 squats every day is not a magic solution. It won't instantly melt body fat. It won't guarantee dramatic muscle growth. And it certainly can't replace a balanced diet, regular physical activity, or medical care. But when performed correctly and consistently, 20 squats can become a powerful building block for better overall health. Consistency beats intensity. Think about brushing your teeth. You don't brush them once for 3 hours and expect perfect dental health for the rest of the year. You spend just a couple of minutes every day. Those small efforts add up over time. Exercise works much the same way. Small habits repeated consistently often produce greater long-term results than extreme workouts that last only a week before people quit. Imagine two friends. One decides to do an exhausting workout every Saturday but spends the rest of the week sitting. The other performs 20 squats every day without missing a session. After several months, who is more likely to have built a lasting habit? Who is more likely to move better? Who is more likely to keep improving? In many cases, it's the person who focused on consistency instead of perfection. And that leads us to the first amazing benefit. When you perform a squat correctly, you're strengthening some of the largest muscle groups in your body. Every repetition asks your quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, calves, and core muscles to work together. Think of these muscles as the engine that powers almost everything you do: walking, standing, running, climbing stairs, getting into your car, even maintaining good balance while carrying something heavy. The stronger these muscles become, the easier everyday life often feels. Many people assume strength only matters if you're trying to build an athletic physique. That's simply not true. Strength matters when you're carrying your child. Strength matters when you're gardening. Strength matters when you're traveling through an airport with heavy luggage. Strength matters every single day. And here's something interesting. Your body doesn't really care whether you're exercising in a fancy gym or in your living room. What matters is giving your muscles a reason to adapt. 20 quality squats can provide exactly that. Of course, quality is the key word. Many people rush through squats as fast as possible. Their knees collapse inward, their heels lift off the floor, their back rounds forward. Instead of helping their body, poor technique may place unnecessary stress on certain joints. A better approach is simple. Stand with your feet about shoulder width apart. Keep your chest lifted, brace your core, lower yourself in a controlled motion as though you're sitting back into a chair, then push through your feet to stand back up. Slow, controlled, intentional. Your muscles should do the work, not momentum. And here's something else most beginners overlook. You don't have to squat incredibly deep on day one. Comfortable, pain-free movement matters far more than forcing a position your body isn't ready for. As your mobility and strength improve, your squat can improve too. Now here's where things become even more interesting. Strength is only the beginning. The next benefit affects something that millions of people struggle with every single day, often without realizing there's a connection. Mobility. Many adults notice that simple movements gradually become harder with age. Standing up feels slower, kneeling becomes uncomfortable. Picking something off the floor suddenly feels like a challenge. People often assume this is simply a normal part of getting older, but in many cases, reduced movement plays a major role. Our bodies adapt to how we use them. Spend hours sitting every day, and your muscles and joints may become less comfortable moving through their full range of motion. Squats encourage your hips, knees, and ankles to move together in a natural pattern. Over time, this can help maintain healthy movement, especially when combined with other regular physical activity. Notice the wording, maintain, not magically restore, not guarantee perfect flexibility. Healthy movement comes from a combination of regular activity, appropriate stretching when needed, strength training, and paying attention to your body's limits. Squats are simply one valuable piece of that puzzle. Think about a door hinge. If it's opened and closed regularly, it usually continues moving smoothly. Ignore it for years, and eventually it may become stiff. Our joints aren't exactly like door hinges, but regular, comfortable movement helps keep them functioning well. That's one reason movement itself is so important. And here's a question worth thinking about. If just 1 minute of squats can challenge some of your biggest muscles and encourage healthy movement patterns, what else could such a small daily habit be doing inside your body? The answer might surprise you even more. Now let's talk about something most people notice before they ever see a difference in the mirror. Their energy starts to change, not overnight, not after one workout, but after days and weeks of moving consistently. Many people begin to feel less sluggish during everyday activities. That isn't because squats create energy out of nowhere. It's because regular physical activity helps your body become more efficient at using energy, improves muscular endurance, and can support overall fitness. Think about what happens when you avoid movement for hours. You sit at a desk, you drive home, you relax on the couch. By the end of the day, you somehow feel exhausted, even though you haven't done much physically. It seems backward, but inactivity often leaves people feeling stiff and drained. Getting your body moving, even for a minute, can help break that cycle. 20 squats won't replace a walk, a strength training session, or a healthy night's sleep, but they can serve as a daily reminder that your body is built to move. And here's where many people make a mistake. They believe that if 20 squats are good, then 200 must be even better. Not necessarily. Your body grows stronger when it has time to recover. If you're new to exercise, jumping into high-volume workouts can leave you extremely sore or increase your risk of overuse injuries. Building a lasting habit is far more valuable than pushing yourself so hard that you quit after 3 days. That's why consistency always beats extremes. Now let's move to another benefit that often goes unnoticed until it's missing. Balance. Imagine standing on one foot while putting on your shoes, walking across an uneven sidewalk, stepping off a curb, climbing stairs while carrying groceries. These movements seem automatic until balance starts to decline. As we age, maintaining balance becomes increasingly important because poor balance raises the risk of falls. While balance depends on many systems, including vision and the inner ear, stronger leg and core muscles play an important role too. A properly performed squat trains these muscles to work together instead of in isolation. You're teaching your body to coordinate movement, stabilize your joints, and control your position. It's like upgrading the communication between different members of a team. When everyone works together, the job becomes smoother and more efficient. That's exactly what your muscles are doing during a squat. And if you think balance only matters for older adults, think again. Athletes rely on balance. Parents carrying children rely on balance. Workers climbing ladders rely on balance. Even avoiding a simple trip on the sidewalk depends on how quickly your body can react. Here's something interesting. Many people chase complicated exercises while overlooking basic movement patterns they've been using since childhood. Sometimes the fundamentals provide the biggest payoff. Speaking of fundamentals, there's another surprising benefit that has nothing to do with appearance. Better posture. Take a moment to notice how many hours people spend sitting every day, working, driving, watching television, scrolling through their phones. Over time, long periods of sitting may contribute to muscle imbalances and poor posture if they're not balanced with regular movement and strengthening exercises. Squats encourage several muscles involved in keeping your body stable, including your core, glutes, and parts of your back. That doesn't mean squats alone will fix poor posture. Posture is influenced by many factors, including work habits, flexibility, muscle strength, injuries, and even stress. But strengthening the muscles that help support your body is an important part of the picture. Picture a building. A beautiful building is only as strong as its foundation. If the foundation weakens, problems begin to appear elsewhere. Your lower body and core function much like that foundation. The stronger and more coordinated they become, the better they can support everyday movement. Of course, there are warning signs you shouldn't ignore. If squats cause sharp pain, significant swelling, or persistent discomfort in your knees, hips, or back, stop the exercise and consider speaking with a qualified healthcare professional or physical therapist. Pain is not something you should simply push through. There's another common mistake that's easy to avoid. People often hold their breath while squatting. Instead, try breathing naturally. Inhale as you lower yourself. Exhale as you stand. Good breathing helps maintain control and reduces unnecessary tension. Now here's something that often surprises people. One of the biggest rewards of doing 20 squats every day isn't physical at all, it's mental. Every time you complete a small promise to yourself, you're reinforcing a powerful habit. You're proving that you can stay consistent, that you can show up, that you don't need perfect conditions to make progress. Those daily wins build confidence over time. And confidence doesn't stay in the workout. It begins to influence other areas of life. You start making healthier food choices. You become more willing to take a walk. You might sleep a little earlier. One positive habit often creates another. Psychologists sometimes refer to this as a ripple effect, small positive behaviors making other healthy choices feel easier. That doesn't mean every day will feel easy. Some mornings you'll be busy, some evenings you'll be tired. There will always be reasons to skip 1 minute of movement. The people who succeed aren't the ones who never lose motivation. They're the ones who learn not to depend on motivation in the first place. They depend on routine, and routine is far more powerful than temporary excitement. But we're still not at the most impressive benefit. In the final part, you'll discover how this simple daily habit may support long-term health in ways many people overlook. Why form matters even more than repetition, who should modify or avoid squats without professional guidance, and the single lesson that turns 20 squats from just another exercise into a habit that can last for years. Because the final benefit isn't about looking stronger. It's about protecting the quality of your everyday life. If you've stayed with me this far, you've probably realized something important. 20 squats a day were never really about the number. They're about creating a habit that strengthens your body, supports your health, and reminds you every single day that you're capable of taking care of yourself. And now we've reached the benefit that ties everything together, maintaining your independence as you get older. It may not sound as exciting as building muscle or burning calories, but think about what independence really means. It means getting out of bed without struggling, walking upstairs without holding the railing every step, standing up from the couch with confidence, carrying groceries into the house, playing with your children or grandchildren without feeling exhausted after a few minutes. These are the moments that truly define quality of life. Research consistently shows that maintaining muscle strength through regular physical activity is an important part of healthy aging. Muscle naturally changes as we get older, but staying active can help slow that process and support everyday function. That's one reason healthcare professionals encourage regular strength-building activities for adults, along with aerobic exercise and balance training. 20 squats won't stop aging, nothing can, but they can become one simple way to help your body stay ready for the demands of daily life. Now, there's something equally important that many videos never mention. Who should be careful? If you have a recent injury, severe arthritis, uncontrolled medical conditions, or significant pain in your knees, hips, ankles, or back, it's important to talk with your healthcare provider or a physical therapist before starting a new exercise routine. Remember, pain is information. There's a difference between muscles working hard and sharp, worsening pain. Learning that difference can protect you from unnecessary injuries. And don't compare yourself to someone else online. Social media often shows people performing deep squats with perfect mobility. Your body is unique. Your goal isn't to copy someone else's range of motion. Your goal is to move safely and consistently within your own abilities. Even using a sturdy chair for support or performing partial squats can be an excellent starting point. Progress isn't measured by how low you go. It's measured by whether you're becoming stronger, more confident, and more consistent over time. Here's another mistake people make. They expect dramatic results after 1 week. Real health rarely works that way. Think about planting a tree. You don't water it for 3 days and expect it to grow 10 feet. You care for it regularly, day after day, week after week, month after month. Eventually, the growth becomes impossible to ignore. Your body responds in a similar way. Small, consistent actions accumulate. Maybe after 2 weeks, you notice climbing stairs feels a little easier. After a month, getting up from a chair doesn't require as much effort. Over time, your legs feel stronger, your movements feel smoother, and staying active becomes less intimidating. These aren't overnight transformations. They're gradual improvements that often matter far more because they're sustainable. And remember, squats are only one piece of the bigger picture. If you truly want to improve your health, combine them with regular walking or other aerobic exercise. Eat a balanced diet with enough protein and nutrient-rich foods. Stay hydrated, prioritize quality sleep, and give your body time to recover. No single exercise can do everything, but one simple habit can become the spark that leads to many others. Imagine where you could be 1 year from today. You can continue telling yourself you'll start next Monday, or you can begin with 20 controlled squats today. 1 minute, no expensive equipment, no complicated workout plan, just one small promise to yourself. Because lasting change doesn't begin with extraordinary effort. It begins with ordinary actions repeated consistently. That's the real lesson behind this challenge. Not perfection, not punishment, not chasing impossible fitness goals, just becoming a little stronger than yesterday, a little more mobile, a little more confident, a little healthier, day by day. If today's video changed the way you think about this simple exercise, take your first step today. Try 20 squats using good form and pay attention to how your body feels over the next few weeks. Progress comes from consistency, not speed. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who could use a simple reminder that better health doesn't always require complicated solutions. Thank you for watching. Stay active, stay consistent, and I'll see you in the next video.